Most people who want to build mental strength don't. Not because they don't care enough, not because they're lazy. They've tried. They've started. They've had the serious conversations with themselves where they really meant it. And they still end up more or less where they started. People who actually build it, who become genuinely more disciplined, more consistent, more mentally durable over time, aren't superhuman. They just understand something most people don't. Today I want to talk about what that is. Everything I share is based on my own experience and what I've learned. Take what's useful and test it against your own life. The story most people tell themselves when they fail to change is a willpower story. They don't have enough discipline. I wasn't committed enough. Other people have what it takes and I just don't. That story feels true because it's personal, but it's almost always the wrong diagnosis. Willpower is real, but it's finite and unreliable. It depletes. Every act of self-control draws from the same limited pool. Building your life around willpower is a strategy that works in short bursts and falls apart over time. The people who build real mental strength aren't relying on it. They're building systems that make willpower less necessary. That's a fundamentally different approach. The story feels true because it's personal, because it's almost always the wrong diagnosis. Willpower is real, but it's finite and unreliable. It depletes. Every act of self-control draws from the same limited pool. Building your life around willpower is a strategy that works in short bursts and falls apart over time. The people who build real mental strength aren't relying on it. They're building systems that make willpower less necessary. That's a fundamentally different approach. Most people approach mental strength at the level of behaviors. I want to be more disciplined. I want to be more consistent. Those are outcome goals. And the problem is that your behavior flows from your identity, not the other way around. If you don't think of yourself as a disciplined person, every act of discipline is a fight against your own self-concept. You're playing a role that doesn't match how you see yourself, and that dissonance is exhausting. The shift that actually works is starting at the identity level. Not I'm trying to be more disciplined, but I'm someone who follows through. Every time you do the thing, you cast a vote for that identity. Enough votes and it becomes who you actually are. That's how real mental strength is built from the inside out. Your environment is running a program on you consistently, whether you're aware of it or not. The food in your kitchen, the apps on your home screen, the defaults in your daily routines, all of it shapes your behavior in real time with zero effort required. Most attempts to build mental strength try to override this with intention, but intention fighting environment is a war you eventually lose because intention is effortful and environment is automatic. The stronger move is redesigning the environment so the right behavior is the easiest behavior. Remove friction from the things you want to do. Add friction to the things you want to do less. Make the default choice the better choice. Mental strength isn't just about your mind. It's about setting up the conditions for your mind to win. The compound effect is invisible for a long time before it is. You do the work for 2 months and feel roughly the same. The habits feel the same. And your brain, good at pattern recognition, bad at long-term thinking, starts to wonder if any of it is working. It is working. The changes are accumulating underneath the surface. Real mental strength is being built, but it hasn't broken through yet. The people who end up genuinely mentally strong are the people who stayed through the invisible phase. The graph looks flat for a long time, and then it curves sharply. Almost everyone quits during the flat part. The ones who don't are the ones who end up somewhere meaningfully different. Here's what the people who actually build mental strength understand. It's not a willpower problem. It's a systems problem. The identity has to shift first. The environment does more work than the intentions. And the compound effect is real. But you have to be patient enough to let it run. None of this is complicated, but simple isn't the same as easy. The work is doing it consistently, long enough to see it compound. Drop a comment. Where are you in this process right now? I read every single one. And if you have any recommendations, also leave them down in the comments section. And I'll see you on the next one.